Hey YouTube, happy Memorial Day. I hope most of you guys got your day off, some extra time. I want to talk about something kind of serious. So I want to talk about this last video I did, right? Last video I did was about Miss Kim Burell. Now I've made maybe 3 or 4 videos of her since I've been on here. And it's something I struggle with. Because it seems like, well, when I play back the videos, I said, well, I've called this woman fat, made reference to her body probably 6, 7 times in one video, right? And so right after I made that video, I said, maybe I should just take that down. I mean, you put time in things, you get your raw emotions, and you kind of you don't want to destroy it. It's your content. But maybe people will be offended by that. And I struggle with that the first and second times I did it as well. So I'm gonna read you guys a comment I just got. It's the last comment I got on that video, and I'm gonna try to discuss it as best I can. Okay. All right. So one of my subscribers said, okay, hold on. I gotta move this thing over so I can see it. One of my subscribers said, "Why disrespect all overweight women that support you by calling women fat ass?" All right. So there were a few others like that over the last couple of days, and I deleted them just because, I didn't want it to catch on. I didn't want the conversation to go in that direction. Maybe that's fair. Maybe it's not. But let me try to answer this. Okay. So as a general rule, I don't like calling people. I don't generally call women bitches. I don't call people fat in most of my things. For some reason, that woman, Kim Burell, I try to go for the jugular. And says, I don't know a damn thing about her. I don't know that woman. I don't know anything about her. So if you're going to try to go off of somebody and you really want them to understand how they have made you feel, you have to work with what you got. All I know about that woman is she's been overweight most of her life. And I know the pain that she must have, no matter what size she is now, around weight. I understand weight. I understand what it's like to have an issue that you can't change. But for years, since I was a baby, people like Kim Burell have okay, so let's call this body shaming. They have gay shame. Let's use that for just make it easy. Gay is just an easy word to use, universal. Gay shamed me for my whole life. And I've always felt like these people can say the most hateful things, hurtful things to me. But I can't say I can't say hateful things to them. And my feeling is, if you're going to disrespect me, I should be able to disrespect you as well. It's only right. There's no reason why we should go to congregations after. We should always have to listen to all this negativity around our sexuality, which we cannot change anymore. She can change her size. Now she's found a way around. I can't find a way around the fact that I'm homosexual and I'm gay, and I've always been gay. So as long as I can remember knowing what sex was, I've been gay. It's always been that way. And I can't change it. So when I go after this woman, since I don't know I'm sure there's plenty of things I could say about Kim Burell if I knew more about her. But I'm not going to sit up here and try to study and research and dig and find just to call this woman a name. She calls me things off the top of her head. Why can't I do the same? It's unfortunate because what I struggle with and why I almost deleted the video altogether, and the ones that I did before, is because I said, well, what other big people, how does it make them feel? But we have to be able to separate. Now, if I call someone a bald-headed motherfucker when I'm screaming at them, right? That doesn't mean all men with bald heads are motherfuckers. It just means that person. I mean, it's just. Let me try to choose my words. Okay. So arguing, battling, or reading, all that comes down to being hurtful. You're trying to be hurtful. It is intentional. I even tried to explain that in the first video I did about her. I want her to feel disrespected because I want her to feel the way I feel. It's got nothing to do with other people. I'm not calling all. Honey, believe me. Listen. From a big family. I don't know what size people are now. You know, when I left, they were all young, so we were all skinny. But people put on weight. You know, I go to church. I see how people struggle with weight. I know how hard it is. Listen, has it been 10 years ago? I started putting on this weight, right? I was 10 years ago. I would be 50. I'm 60 now, so 10 years ago I was 50. So I've been on so many diets, and then I started going to the gym, and I've been to the gym every other day, basically, for the last 10 years. And you know how much of my stomach I've lost? Nothing. I mean, I understand what it's like to want to do better, but not being able to. I mean, my body is what it is. When I had this surgery a couple weeks ago, I said, well, one thing can come good out of this because I didn't have any appetite. I said, maybe I'll lose this fucking stomach after all this time, right? So I'm checking the scale. Okay, well, you lost 3 pounds. So I understand. I'm not even a huge person, but I have a huge stomach I can't get rid of. Anyway, I said all that to say, obviously I hurt this woman's feelings. But baby, whoever you are, I didn't say no names. They don't use their name anyway. And the other people who've also been disgusted are hurt by the things I said. I said it to Kim Burell. I said it because I wanted to disrespect her. The only way I can disrespect that woman is to go after the weight. You always go after whatever you think is going to hurt them. If someone's got a huge head, then you're talking about her huge ass, big ass head. But that doesn't mean all people whose head is big are bad people. I mean, I don't know how you can how do you respond to someone who is so so harmful, so hurtful? Now people will say, well, the last thing she did, Burell, all she did was say that she been somewhere getting rich or something about Ellen. Why you have to go out? No, it's years. It is years of the abuse of seeing people get up on podiums and talk to us or about us like we weren't even there. Considering gay people like we didn't even count as people. It's hurtful. It's hurtful. It sits way down deep. So when I come after that woman, I'm coming after that woman. I don't feel all women are bitches. Of course not. But I call her a bitch just as much as I call her fat. Because I don't know what else to say to her to make her hurt the way I hurt. You see what I'm saying? So I do apologize to anybody I've offended by any of my talk, anything I've said. But when I'm saying something to that person, I'm only talking to that person. It's not unusual to be. We are black people. We know what it's like to struggle with this weight thing. And for some reason, particularly the women struggle more than men. It's just a fact. It is just a fact. And I got nothing against people who are big or small or skinny. But believe me, if Kim Burell was an extremely thin woman, I'd be going after her skinny ass. Whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? So please don't take it personally. When someone is talking about someone else, they're talking about that other person. Yes, I have struggled with. I have to watch my mouth. I shouldn't be saying these things that are hurtful. But what defense do I have, though? Because they're able to talk about homosexuals as if we were the devil himself and have for many, many years. So when I see her get up there and do that now, it brings back all the hurt from all of the years when I couldn't say anything. You know what it's like. I mean, when you think about when you fight with your husband, you want to say something that's going to hurt him. If he's a lazy bum, then that's where you're going. You go there automatically. It ain't because it's an intention. It's an intention, and it's not an insult to all other people who like to watch TV. You're insulting him because you want to hurt him. So, anyway, I said all that to say, I'm hopefully I don't use that kind of language with a lot of other people. As far as I know, Kim Burell is the one who this flares up the most. I don't generally go at people like that. The more you know about a person, the more you can dig. If I knew about all of her shenanigans through the years, then I could dig in that. If I knew her personal with her family, I'm sure there's all kind of drama there, and I'm sure there's all kind of drama in the church. I'm sure there's drama with that woman because she's not a good person, in my opinion. But I don't know the details. All I know is that she's a woman who was big. She's a woman who being big was hurtful enough to her that she actually wouldn't have had surgeries to change her weight. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's a fine thing. It's a fine thing. You're big, you're small, whatever you are, whatever your struggle is. But I can just see, okay, if I'm going to read her, that's her struggle. So that's where you go. So anyway. All right. So person who wrote me this morning, I already said I'm not going to say any names, but accept my apology if I offended you in some way. I'm only going to stand by it. It's not intended for you. Every time someone calls someone fat in the world, it's not intended to you. People are just going, if they're going after each other, they're going to be hurtful. That's the way it is. Don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. You know? Yeah. All right, so I just wanted to say that. I decided, no, I won't take the video down, whatever. It's how I felt. It's how I feel. But I'm not trying to body shame the whole world. You know, there were people when Trump, when he was running for office, he was getting close to winning, and people had this naked dummy of him, right, with no clothes on. It was a statue. I guess they had him in other big cities. They had him here in San Francisco, and just to body shame him, right? But they weren't body shaming the whole United States of America. They weren't body shaming everybody in the who's overweight, and which I wish they'd give you a little pose and things like that. But I don't want to act like I'm. Anyway, I'm not comparing. But people laughed at it. It was funny to most people, and I'm sure there were some people because they got on Facebook and they were offended because you were body shaming this guy. But he wasn't body shaming everyone in the United States. They were body shaming him, going for whatever they could go for to be hurtful. That's what reading is. You know, sometimes you're trying to have this dialogue for people online, and all you see is what's right here. What can you see? Oh, you got cheap lamps. There you go. Your house is messy. People talk about unwashed dishes. Whatever. Please don't take that to heart, you know, because people are always going to do it. There's always going to be somebody trying to shame somebody else. Kids are a prime example. You're a little kid, it don't make much difference if you're fat or skinny or dark or your hair is bad or your hair is good. Whatever it is, they go for however they can hurt you. And we're just grown kids. Okay, so I hope I didn't belabor this. I will pull up my awareness. Try not to do that. It's always bothered me that I would go there, but if I'm angry, I do tend to go there. You know, I don't know what that is, but as far as Kim Burell, no, I'm not sorry I said that at all. I'm not. See, the thing is, I want to treat people the same way. I want to treat them with the same amount of respect that they treat me. People, we as a society, have to get over this idea that you can treat other people badly, but they're supposed to treat you with respect because they might offend somebody else. No, that's not the way it works. That's just not the way it works. So, my big girls, and listen here, black women, they have been tremendous support to me and this channel. I got nothing but love for you, baby. It is the truth. Women have, I get some gay guys on here, but mostly it's women. I don't want to hurt them or be a hurtful person or anything like that. And for that, yeah, I am sorry about that because I don't want I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings except the person I'm talking to. But how do you get around? I don't know a damn thing about Kim Burell. So for me, that's what comes out. So I'm just going to try to limit my conversation about her, period, unless she does something so egregious that I can't help myself. But for your own sake, do not take it personal, if it's all I can say. If the people are not addressing you, they're not talking to you, you have to let it go. You're not the only person overweight. You're not the only person big head, bald head, whatever. People, if they're going at each other, they are going to be hurtful. That's the whole point of it. But I think we should also bring up our awareness about gay shaming. We put up with that for years. Imagine that, a lifetime of people getting up in front and speaking to crowds like you do not exist. That's what it's been like. It's been years and years and years and years of hurt. But I can't say you're fat. Not you, people. Kim Burell. I can't say she's fat, but she can destroy my very existence. Is that right? All right. I hope that I've expressed how I feel about that. I will try to do better. I try not to use the N-word. I try not to call people niggas. I try not to call people bitches unnecessarily. If I'm angry, I'm calling somebody a name. The intent is to be harmful. Usually because I've been hurt by something they said. Sometimes we just have to click off of YouTube. I mean, sometimes just click it off, honey. Don't look at it. You know, harsh things are said. I think Kim Burell's an enemy. I think she's holding on to old ideas. She will not relinquish those old ideas. And so when I think of her, I think of negative things. To her, not to the world. Hell, as far as I know, my own mama I ain't seen her in years. I don't know what size she is. I know how black people struggle with that. So I know that it can be harmful. Language. But just laugh it off. They ain't talking to you. They're not talking to you. All right. Okay, people. I'll talk to you guys later.